welcome to the Chit Chat Show where chit and chat like there's no tomorrow. I'm your host, Favorite Flav, and I'm excited! Sorry. Like, if you can't tell already, like, I haven't been able to stop smiling, but, like, I'm excited because, yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
You want to know why?
Why? Why are you so
Girl,
excited?
because you're here! Oh my God, it's me!
Hi guys, I'm Karin. I'm Favor's long lost twin from a different dimension, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? And we're here to yap today.
We're here to yap. This is gonna be the ultimate yap session.
Yap
because
session.
there's nobody. Because I believe that Karin, yeah,
I'm so scared.
she's the one person that I know for certain,
Right,
that can out yap me.
Wait, hold on.
Pun.
Why do you say that?
Because you yap star.
I'm a yap star. Right?
She's a yap star.
That spam account? Yeah, y'all don't be hearing me. Yeah.
She's a yap star, y'all. Don't let her fool you. But I believe that, girl, your degree is yapping too.
Not the communication. Yeah. I got a degree in yapping. I really did.
Flying colors.
Flying colors.
Flying colors.
One thing about me, I can communicate. Hey.
Boom. But yeah, so this is going to be the ultimate yap session. When I tell you, we actually got nothing prepared, to be honest.
Nothing.
Like, I got back from work. I'm like, okay, bet, we here.
We
know,
here. I just got back from New Hampshire.
Exactly. We just said we got to record. But what we going to talk about? We're going to see.
We're going to see.
But then again, that's why you got yappers.
Come on.
Because we just talk about anything, everything, whatever we got to talk about. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I have a question.
Already?
Starting off strong?
Oh.
Are you going to get into something?
Well, I'm going to say thank you for being here.
Of course!
Okay, let's get into it.
But I have a question.
What's the
Since we're talking about the topic of yapping, do you feel like you've always been a yapper?
No.
Or like when you were younger, did you like not talk much?
I don't talk.
When do you think you became a yapper?
For me, I only really start talking when I get comfortable with people.
Right.
Because like if someone was to like see me off first glance, not say anything to me, they gonna probably think I'm mean. They probably like I'm already not saying anything. You know what I mean? So I really don't be talking. Unless you give me something to talk about. Then I have a lot to talk about. But I'm shy. What?
Y'all think we were shy?
I'm shy.
Comment down below. Y'all think we were shy for real? Comment down below. I'm shy. Because
I'm very shy. I'm shy. I have like moments where like, like I just have the urge to just do something. You know what I mean?
Say something.
To say something, to do something, Especially if it's people I ain't never ever going to see ever again. So.
That's so funny.
But, yeah.
No, when it's people I'm never going to see ever again, one thing about me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up to you, hey, Pookie, hey.
But I feel like the reason why, like, I never was one to talk that much, especially, like, coming to America, was, like, I already had, like, a thick accent. So, like, people wasn't really able to understand much of what I was saying. So I just got into, like, the not talking habit. You know what I mean? Because I don't like repeating myself over and over again just for you to understand that I'm trying to say something.
Right.
So I just like got to the point where like, okay, cool. I'm just going to be quiet. And like I would say over time, over years, like I was really just quiet when everything's going on. I was just really quiet, honestly. So, yeah. What about you? Were you born to be a yapper?
I feel like I want to say no. And then there's this one specific video of me when I was like, I don't know, like 4 or something, like 5 minutes long of me yapping about electricity.
No way. I gotta see that video. Is the video still alive?
No, it's not still alive. That camera died, unfortunately, but like...
Man, bring it to me.
Yo,
I'll fix it.
Just yapping. I don't know what I was talking about, but I was just yapping for like 5 minutes straight. But I also feel like as a kid... Like, I was kind of that way of, like, oh, I'm kind of shy when you first meet me. I'm still kind of, like, awkward, but I'm able to talk to people now.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to, or, like, if I just, like, feel like I want to. Like, I could just, like, yap to anybody.
For me, I need to learn how to get there because I'm already an awkward person.
Right.
You know? So now you put me in a room with somebody I don't know and they are awkward as well. And they don't know how to, like, start or hold a conversation. It's going to be dead within a minute.
Yeah, fair.
You know? And I would just sit and sound like, yeah. So for me, I don't know. I could attempt to start a conversation, but I can't carry the conversation.
That's fair.
Like, at all.
Do you think I could carry a conversation?
I think so.
I have to think about that now. Like,
because it's like you just ask random stuff.
That's true.
It comes up on the fly. You know, for me, I overthink it or whatever. Oh, okay, what am I gonna ask now? You know what I mean? You know, especially like, and it'd be hard too when it's like through texts. And you know, like that first talking stage and then talk to somebody.
What's your favorite color?
Right. But then they're not doing anything to like try to like control or like help out in the conversation. So now I'm just there like, okay, cool. Like, what else? I ran out of stuff to ask this person. You know, so I'm just like, okay, that discourages me to not even talk.
Do you think that like in the beginning stages of like talking to someone new, is that like experience that you have, is it only like friendships or is it like romantical or is it just like anybody?
I would say anybody, to be honest. With friends it's kind of easier, or with like, you know, if you don't really see anything like going that way,
right?
I would say it's a bit easier.
Why?
Because there's no pressure. There's no pressure of like, this has to be right. You know, there's no pressure of like, oh, okay, like we need to have something to talk about day one. You know, I feel like with like just a friend, if it goes nowhere, okay, cool, you know what I mean? We could swap up on each other's story, like, oh my gosh, fire top girl, where you get it from, you know? And then that starts something or whatever, and then dies again. There's no pressure of like, this has to work. It is what it is. You know, but I feel like when it comes to like relationships and things like that, it's like you want it to work. So you try extra hard when like you shouldn't even be putting that much effort to begin with like that. You know?
Yeah. Why do you feel like you would like put in so much effort for like wanting a relationship to work but like not wanting a friendship to work? Not saying you don't want it to work, but like why do you feel like you have that pressure of like, I want this to work versus like a friendship wanting to work?
I mean, I would say it depends, to be honest, because I don't know, because I feel like with friends you don't like, you have to work for it, yes, but I feel like you don't have to put that much effort. It depends on the other person, to be honest, you know what I mean? Because like, I feel like it's very easy to make friends. You know, you could go out one day, meet somebody really cool, y'all click it up, cool, that's it. You know, especially like as kids, we're quick to make friends. You know, we all know what a up means.
That's the one.
Like, we're like, okay, cool. Oh, we share candy, you know, like playing the sin, whatever. Cool, we're friends. We locked in, you know. So when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, I think it also depends if like this is something like I want or whatever, you know. So like, okay, I want it to work really bad or something like that. I want us to like, you know, start getting to the nitty gritty. Like let's talk, like let's have this passionate conversations or whatever, you know, because we're friends and stuff like that, like, it comes. You know, like, out of nowhere, it really just comes. And honestly, it should be the same with, like, situationship, relationship, and things like that. But I feel like the world we're in, everybody just overthinks everything, to be honest, especially when it comes to, like, that area. And it's just, like, you want to work hard for it, but sometimes it's just, like, I just gotta chill. You know? But hey, not saying I don't work hard for my friendships. I've been
no, they would be putting in work. Work with those friendships you do.
I've been putting in that work, don't get me wrong. Too much work at times.
Too much work. That last podcast. Whoa.
Anyways. That's how you know she be tuning in.
That's the one I be tuning in. I'm not just here just to be a guest. I'm here to listen too. Come on.
Period. Y'all be listening? What episode are you on?
Have you on what episode? I listen to all them. So gotta catch up.
Right, they're gonna listen to the one with the guest, but they're not gonna listen to. Y'all
Y'all
don't
don't
want to
her.
listen to me. Y'all just don't want to listen to me.
We can't have that around here.
Right.
We can't have that. Maybe maybe you have a guest, maybe that like restricts them, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta go back, you gotta listen to the other episodes. You gotta listen.
Like because honestly, every episode low-key be tying into each other.
Right.
You know, like, and honestly, it's not even meant to be like that. Because I've been listening to my own, like, podcast, like, 5-10 times already. Because I already got to listen to it to edit it.
Right.
Yeah? I got to listen to it after it's posted. And then listen to it again while I'm driving. Just because I enjoy listening to myself talk. But anyways. But call me a psychopath if you want to. But don't. But... yeah, so I just like, okay, this kind of ties into what I was speaking about last week, and that's going to tie in. I'm like, okay, period. But yeah, you see, I don't even have any questions for you.
You don't have any
questions? That's how you know I
suck
suck at conversations.
What? I mean, I have been asking a lot of questions. I don't know.
I mean, you've only asked 2. But that's how you know I suck, because I'm just like, okay, what am I going to ask this girl?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't even remember what we were just saying. What were you just saying? That's my problem in conversation. I could ask a good question, and then once I ask another one, it's like, what did we just talk about?
So you're not an attentive listener.
I guess not. Like, it's not like I'm not listening to what you're saying. Like, I don't know. It's like
it's not registering.
It's not registering in my head because I can listen to all the details. Right. As soon as you're done, I can re-explain everything you just said. But if it was like before that, it's like my active recall is bad. I'll say that my active recall is really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you take it in, then you just leave after to the next thing.
Yeah. But like it depends on the conversation though. Like right now we're kind of just yapping, but I feel like if it was like, I don't know, if we were talking about like, I don't even know what, like it just depends on like probably the emotional level of the conversation, the importance level of the conversation. Like this is like being recorded. I can go back and listen to this whenever I want. True. You know what I mean? But like I don't know. Also depends. Yeah.
Do you think which one do you think should be harder? Making friends or getting into a relationship?
I think they should both be
equally the same.
Yeah.
Because it's just relationship is relationship.
Right. Like I also feel like I'm a friends to lovers girl. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody, you're just trying to get to know somebody at the end of the day. But like, I don't know. I feel like also we're getting to that age, husbands are coming into play now. Husbands are coming into play. So I feel like when
everybody is a option.
Yeah, that's the heavy.
I
don't discriminate. I'm American, but I'm married.
The older you get is just like, back then I wouldn't. But now you're not that bad.
Now I'm rethinking again and I'm like, you know what? You cool. Why not? Let me give you a chance. You cool. You cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like since husbands and like future like lifelong spouses are coming into play, I feel like maybe like getting into relationships should be more difficult because you're being more selective about who you're getting into a relationship with, who you're choosing to be your life partner, be the parent to your kids, join your family, join their family, etc. Yeah, I feel like that should be, I don't know, more difficult now. Maybe when we were young and dumb, young and dumb, everything is
we're in love.
Hey, we're in love. We're in love. We're in the world. Hey,
young, dumb.
Young,
I'm
dumb and
broke.
I don't know. Young, dumb and broke. Now that we're older, a little bit wiser, we should be more selective with who we're choosing to be in a relationship with.
Yeah.
For sure.
But sometimes when you're just alone, you're feeling lonely. Let me not talk too much.
No, because I can't put that on the internet. I can't put that on the internet. Anyway, anyways, next topic.
But I feel like honestly, it shouldn't be that hard.
For what?
Like this whole relationship stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. People just make it hard.
That's true.
Because why is it hard for me not to hold a conversation?
Right. I don't know.
Right? Like, what's going on in my head that's making me, like, stutter? Or, like, just not do it or get into that awkward place, you know? And then why is it hard for the other person not to pick it up? And honestly, as a man, you should be able to lead.
As a man, you should be able to. A lot of men don't know how to lead.
Because men, they want to be men, but they don't know how. They don't have the characteristics.
They want to be treated like a man, but they don't know.
They want to do soft life. Your hand is softer than mine. What's going on?
Who's the hard worker here? Come on.
No, like what's going on? They don't know how to lead, and I be feeling like I have to lead the conversation, which I already suck at, you know. And where I'm weak, you need to be strong, right?
Balance. Partnership.
Like, and honestly, this shouldn't even be like now we're still getting to know each other. You should be able to lead from the jump. It doesn't matter. You know? Because I don't want to be putting all that work in. It's tiring. Like, help a sister out.
That's the one.
Like, why y'all like to watch us struggle and stuff like that? And then they're going to be like, we boring, or there's nothing, but what are you doing?
What are you giving me, too?
Exactly. You know? Like, you boring.
You boring. No, because a lot of men are boring. Like, how are you doing? Good.
How was your day? Oh, you know, I was just chilling.
What'd you do today? I went to work.
I went to work, went to the gym, you know.
And then... Yo.
WBU.
WID.
And HBU.
HB. Oh, HBU. HBU. Yo. Not even a question mark.
Like, not even like, I was work today. Like, what happened? Anything good happened today? Right. You know what I mean? Like, any details? No details.
Nothing. They don't even ask the question of how it was work. They don't even ask you what you did today. Just,
what's the word?
What's the word? What's the word right now? It's 1 a.m.
Oh, you up? Not so. Not so. Just like that. Like within a week, less than a week. What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing right now? It's 10 p.m.
Right.
Anyways, I'm going to bed.
And not even to take me out to.
That's the. Also, my nose spot.
And you're not even gonna come pick me up. That's the one. Yo, makes you drive your own vehicle to the location, and you're not even gonna offer gas money.
No Uber, no gas, no nothing.
Up with the men now and it's pissing me off. It's like it's so hard to give a man a chance, you know, because sometimes even if like they wanna act all mysterious, you know, they're doing some things right. The motive is always the same.
The motive. What are they trying to get out of me?
It's always the same, you know.
Even if they try to play like they don't, it's always
right. And that's the thing too. Why is it that nowadays people just want to lead people on? They don't want to they don't want to even say like what they want, what they're here for, you know, because I can want the same. You don't know that.
That's the one. Just be open about what you want.
Exactly. So you're trying to pull my heartstrings, you know, like sir, there's not that much heart left.
That's the one.
Don't take the rest
that's already been pulled.
Exactly. Don't take the rest that's like critical condition. Right. Like just give it a bye.
That's the one.
You know, or you just want someone to cuddle with. I mean,
you could have just said that.
You could have just said that.
But sometimes, same.
I didn't want to
sometimes same. Like
right.
Just be open and honest. I don't know.
That's
people don't know how to do that no more.
They don't want to do that no more because they don't want. They worry more about what the other people would think. You know what I mean? Oh nah. I can't get in like that or whatever. I'm gonna seem like this. I'm gonna seem like that. You know. But now you're trying to fake this whole gentleman thing that's gonna be dead within the week.
That's the word.
You know what I mean? Then your true colors are gonna start showing. Then there's gonna be conflict. You know, there's gonna be an issue. Now I'm crazy. Now I'm
now you
tripping.
start freaking out, and they're like, "Whoa, it's not even that serious. We're not even together."
But you was talking to me like we together. You know, babe.
Babe.
Love.
Love.
Oh, I miss you.
Sweetheart, good morning.
Good morning, good night.
Wow.
How did you sleep? Oh, we not together. So why you acting like we are together?
No situationships no more.
Why you acting like we together, darling? Huh? Baby?
Honey, sweetheart.
Sweetheart. Sweet tea, darling.
Come on.
Darling, sweet tea. No, like, seriously, what's up with people not being honest? Like, if you want yash, just say you want yash. I'm not going to give you the yash, but just say it so I can step back.
That's the one.
Save the critical condition that I'm in already.
Save us both times. Save us both trouble. You know?
And also, I feel like people don't give themselves the time to heal or recover. And it doesn't have to be from even a heartbreak. It could be like from traumatic things, from childhood, from family and things like that, you know. And also like when you do start seeing characteristics from your parents in you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Characteristics that like you need to break free from for yourself. Characteristics that you didn't even want to begin with, you know? Like, they just push past it, to be honest, thinking that's not going to, like, affect them in a way. But it is affecting you. It's affecting the relationship that we were supposed to have.
Right.
You know? Like, people don't give their chance to even, like, get to know themselves.
Right.
Like, even an attempt isn't even there. You know what I mean? People just accept, oh yeah, I am the way I am.
That's the one.
But that's really the person you want to stay? That's the person you want to be forever? No growth, no nothing? So how are you going to lead? How are you going to be a man? This is what you're going to teach your son?
How are you supposed to grow into becoming a better person if you're just accepting I am the way that I am?
Like you want your daughter to go for men like you.
No, because that's the one. Like, a lot of people need to ask themselves, would you want your kid to go for a person like you?
Right. You want your daughter to go for a man like you. And I know you're going to say no.
That's the one. And if you say yes,
reevaluate yourself. Because the person you are now, I don't know. Then again, I don't know you.
That's the one.
I can only speak from my experience. You know, if you are a good child of God, you know, like, you gotta be perfect, first of all. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
You know? So even if I know you, I don't know you. At the end of the day, you have growth to do.
That's the one.
You know?
Everybody's growing. Everybody's always a work in progress.
If you say yes to that question, come and see me. I'll tell you what you need to work on. Come and see me.
I'll get out this chair, you get in this chair so we can.
I promise you, come and see me. You know when they say, oh, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Oh.
You know, come and see me. I'll look at your character and I'll tell you.
Do you think you're like good at reading people?
Honestly, not at first, no.
Why do you say that?
I would say I'm more so at reading myself and being more self-aware with myself than me reading people. It takes me a minute to get there because I would say, like, for me, I am trusting in a way, like, quick to trust people and things like that because I just want to, like, I just give people, like, a clean slate. Like, you ain't do nothing to me, so, like, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't, like, trust you, you know what I mean? So it's just, like, until you give me a reason not to trust you, then it's just like, okay, then I'm gonna, like, really start seeing your character, really start seeing, like, what you was doing that I wasn't really seeing, you know? So, but I would say not necessarily. I would say, like, maybe I am getting better at it. I just have to, like, learn to listen to my first intuition, you know? I don't know. I feel like I'm good when it comes to men.
I feel like men are really easy to read, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to men, I feel like a day or two we conversate, I could tell a little bit. And it depends on the tendency that you tell me, too, because if someone is lying right in front of my face, I'm not going to be like, you're lying. I don't know you.
Right.
you know. So I'm gonna take your word for it, you know. But I would say like after a while of having conversations, like if you say something that seems off, that's like you're not the type of person to say this, you know. I'm like, but not that much. I need to get better though, to be honest. But I don't know, with men, it's just like you can just tell when they want something.
You can tell, but you can see it in the eyes.
Yeah,
I've been trying to
it's
tell
in
people.
the eyes.
I've been trying to tell people. You can see it in the eyes. Quick.
Girl.
Just by that first glance, you're like, I know what you're here for.
I've told people, and they think you're crazy.
The eyes?
See in the eyes.
Like...
No, seriously.
Yeah, you can.
It's just there.
There's a look.
There's a look.
I don't know. You just
it's not
gotta
even,
see it.
and it's not even like that. Like that low look or whatever. You could just see the wetness,
the wetness in the eyes.
the little that little one thing or whatever.
The little listening sparkle.
That's just like, you know, you could just the aura. It just turns different.
That's the word.
Because I would see somebody.
Right.
I would see them. They look at me.
Right.
Something is up. But people think I'm crazy.
That's the word.
I'm not saying that everybody like me.
You try to tell people that.
Like, hey, they see a fine babe. They like, what are they supposed to look at me? I'm just joking.
I mean,
please, let me humble myself. But drop keys. But no, seriously, just like I see them, they look at me. I'm like, something is that I feel like they have a thing for me, you know. And then here comes another girl, another woman. They look at them. It's not there
no more. Yeah.
It's not there no more. And honestly, I be catching people like I be knowing somebody like somebody just because of the eyes.
Yeah. The way they look at them from across the room.
This one day, I cut this one guy. Ooh, it was looking at some girl. I saw the eyes. I said I know. And then tell me why months later, you know.
Right.
This guy was telling me, yeah, he had a thing for this girl. I said, I had a feeling. I knew. Yo, the eyes be given away, and you can't hide it.
That's the word. That's
you
one
really
thing that's
can't
really
hide it.
Yeah, the people that just like, especially when they look at you for like, or like if you can't really tell, for people who like can't tell, if they look at you for a little too long.
Yeah.
Like it's like a look, and you look away. What is there's like a look?
Yeah.
And then you look away, like. Yeah.
And for me, I would say I'm pretty good at like holding eye contact, right, and stuff like that. And sometimes that be scaring me because I be feeling like, dang, if I'm like holding that eye contact, right, I'm not breaking. They're gonna be thinking, oh wow, this girl is she's feeling me.
That's the
but then if you look away, like, oh, why is she not looking at me?
Oh, she's shy.
Exactly. It's like you can't win. Yeah. I can't win. I can't win.
Is there like, I don't know. When it comes to conversation, is there like a good amount of eye contact? That's one thing I need to learn in my communication class.
For me, something I've learned, something that I've been taught is like you gotta always hold it. You know, like if obviously there's like 3 people, you gotta like look at them here and there. You know, like so it's not like you're just stuck into one person. You know, so but I don't know. Like, am I supposed to be timing it? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. I know.
Somehow the world
is so wonderful.
No, but like that's real. Also, when people are giving you the eyes, I feel like in group conversation, they're specifically talking to said person. Like you know, like when you're in group conversation, you be looking around, looking around, or like whoever's talking, you know, or like when you start talking, you like talk to this person. They just be talking directly to that person. I'm like, so what's going on there?
You know, they dab everybody up, that's and then for you, they give you a little hug.
They give you a little. They give you a little hug, dab everybody up. Hey, how you doing?
You wanna get close to me, huh? Like what happened to dab up?
And then they see
no, but sometimes they try to do the dab up and then
or like yo, or like the dab up and then like, oh, how you doing? Let go.
No, you wanna look. Why? Okay, do you have this issue, right? Where it's like I mean, obviously, where we're at, it's like we don't really see people in our age, right?
Yeah.
I'm 22, right?
21.
Right. Cool. It's either people are like maybe like 2 years, 3 years or more older than us, or younger than us, right?
Our age group is kind of slim. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of slim. I feel like I know most of the people here.
Exactly, very slim. And the thing I've noticed, right, with my years of being here, the younger guys be eyeing the heck out of me.
It'd be the younger ones. I'm not gonna lie.
The sophomores, the junior. Where's the?
But the seniors,
bro.
why are the seniors 25?
Cause why? Cause there's somebody who I personally think is giving me the eye.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that after. We're gonna talk about who after.
And they're younger than me.
Oh,
yeah.
Do I know them?
Huh?
Do I know them?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Anyway,
Why are you excited?
Anyways.
Small picky.
No, I'm excited to just know who it is.
No,
but,
because
okay,
right, mind you, I dabbed this guy up. We're always dabbing.
Right.
Last semester, we're dabbing up.
Nobody's...
Cause I'm a real. Yeah, I'm one of them.
Oh, that's the.
Well, I could be one of them. You know.
One of them.
But anyways, this why me, I think like a man too. Don't play with me. But we'll be dabbing up,
right?
But all of a sudden, I don't know what shifted. You know, he's sitting down. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna dab this man up.
Right? He stands up.
No.
Oh.
I get like people gonna have to watch the video for this one because this isn't the listening. Like, yo, why are we hugging?
And you've been dabbed just. Okay, have you
straight.
been like speaking to this man outside of like when you like see him around and whatnot?
No.
Oh.
I speak to him in school only.
So then just out of nowhere.
I don't know what happened. You know, now. Okay, today, I don't think he's seen this podcast or knows about it. Today,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, today, yeah, or whatever. And you could just tell, too. But him, you can just see in his eyes.
You can just see in his eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
But, he's like, I like your fit today. It's calm or whatever. Like, it's a calm fit, right? Look at my outfits. This is my work fit.
Oh, you were wearing this outfit?
Yeah.
It's a calm fit?
It's like, I like it, you know. It was like this.
You literally going to work.
Girl, this is my workout. Girl, guys, I'm wearing black leggings, black shirt. I'm wearing like the workout thing or whatever, and then this jacket. It's not like this jacket was awful. It was on. I'm wearing my Hugs. Alright, that's starting to get beat up. Where's
the calm fit?
Where's the nice fit? Where's the I like your outfit? Where is it?
Yeah, he watched you. I don't know. Hey.
And it's not like this is something brand new. It's not like I haven't worn this outfit before.
Fun.
Like,
so.
Yeah.
I can't ask that.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, how do you think about it? What if he sees it?
I mean, it is what it is. Well, you know, I mean, it's not like I'm saying anything bad. I'm just saying he's young. You know, I'm just saying the young ones be looking. The
young ones be looking.
And the uncles.
Oh! They're either like 19 or 45. Like,
no,
really no
that's
between. There's no between around
I don't
here.
see no 24 years old trying to talk to me. No, I even take a 26.
Right.
You know, which is a little bit old.
Why are they 40?
Over 40. You could be my father.
That's the one.
But you wanna get my number. I was working today. Right? This dude's doing pickup. Right? I asked him, what's the name? I get the name. He said, you speak French?
One thing about those uncles, you speak French?
You speak French? I said, no. I just knew his heart broke a little bit.
That's the one.
Because he was trying to raise me up in French. Because in English, it's not going to be what he wants to say, you know? You could try, you know?
Sometimes you need to speak your native tongue to really
like,
have the emphasis.
You speak French? I said, no. I don't speak French. I want to learn about doing my hosting. Like,
right.
And what if I did speak French? What are you going to tell me? Like, I should have said I speak Spanish.
Spanish, hola.
No, that's the one. Like, it's always like they're either mad old or just young. Right.
I'm not looking for a young.
And I'm not looking for no uncle that don't got money either.
The one. The uncle's in the dining hall.
Okay, not too much that.
I love them though. I'm not gonna lie, I love them.
But Karin, yeah.
What's up?
Well, we talking, girl.
What? How long is it?
It's almost 40 minutes. Just like that.
Long.
What time is it though? I'm getting hungry.
It is, speaking of, not me, they're calling me. It is, 11:17.
Dang.
Ball.
Hi, boo.
11:17 p.m. already.
Anyways. But Karin, you know, since we're in the topic of men, relationship,
right,
you know,
right.
I have one question for you.
What is your? I'm scared, but I'm ready.
I just have one question.
What's the question?
Why are you single?
Why am I single? I be thinking about that sometimes too. You know, I be thinking, am I the problem? You know what I'm saying? I feel like where I'm at right now, I'm not ready.
Right.
I'm not ready to be in a relationship with anybody. I need to get myself together. Let me get my life together and then
that's the one.
And then, you know, whatever comes is whatever comes. Even so, like, even now, if somebody came, like, now, you know, like, it is what it is. What if that's my future husband? I'll be open to it. But, like, I don't know. I've also been working on myself a lot because of, like, past traumas, healing, you know, cool. Prepping myself for my husband, you know? Right. So when my husband comes, I can be ready.
So, let's say the man God asked for you, right?
Right.
Comes in your life right now. Today. You know? Would you go for it?
The man God has for me, he's gonna have to understand my position right now, of course. But like, yeah, I'd be open to it. Why not? That's the man God has for me.
I mean, that's true.
You know? But I don't know. At the end of the day, I can't say I don't know him, because what if I do? You know?
Yeah.
But like, if I don't know him, for example, like, we'd be getting to know each other, you know, that takes a little time, you know. I let him take me out, sure. Why not? But, like, I don't know.
I feel like nowadays, I honestly wish, like, everybody's issue. Right?
Everybody's the issue?
I said, this is everybody's issue.
Oh, okay.
Like, we don't know how to be friends first.
That's the one. Just straight to the business.
Yeah, that's why like the old pressure thing comes in, you know? Because with your friends, there's no pressure, you know? You could just like talk to them about anything, everything, whatever, just rant, right? But with people that you kind of sort of see yourself with, you're thinking, oh, when is the right time to say this, you know? Like, when is the right time to show my true colors or something like that? Like, oh, like, they can't know I'm a yapper like this or something like that, you know? Oh, it's just a whole lot of, like, pressure that comes into it. And it makes it harder for you to even, like, try to communicate with that person, because you don't even know how they even communicate. You don't know, like, their style of things. You don't know them. And the things that you're getting to know isn't even the things that you really, truly need to know to make the relationship work.
Right.
You know? So it's just like, you need to be friends first. We don't know how to be friends first.
Yeah, people don't know how to be friends. They just think you're cute, and they're like, okay, we're going to be together now.
Yeah, let's go out. You know, let's get to know each other.
Right.
It's just pressure.
What if I'm cute but I'm crazy? You know what I mean? Like, let's take a minute. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like, because it's, you know how to be there for your friends, but it's hard to try to know how to be there for somebody that like you're not really even friends with, but you're trying to get to know and get into a relationship with. But another thing too is just like it's hard to move from that friend to that like we more than friends thing, because I feel like people, once they see you as a friend, they don't want to, you know, change the dynamic. It's comfortable now. You know, it's just like, oh yeah, no, we're good at friends. We're friends or whatever. So it's just like it's hard for people to shoot their shot to a friend because they don't want their relationship to be ruined. You know, so a lot of people just like they'll watch you date. Your friend will watch you date and date and date. Deep down, you're in love. They're in love with you.
That's the one.
But they watch you break people's heart. People break your heart. You be in the shower, whatever. They'll watch you, but they're in love with you deep down because they don't want to ruin the relationship. So they're not gonna say anything.
A lot of people be playing the long game.
I'm telling you, girl. Just rip that Band-Aid. Boy, rip that Band-Aid, you know? Band-Aid off. Because you really, like, why are you suffering like that?
That's the one. Take the risk.
Mind you, you give them advice. Good advice, too. About their relationship, about what they're going through, you know?
Right.
But deep down, you're just like, dang, I would never treat you like that. You know?
Yeah. Do you think, like... Okay, so, like, obviously, like, if said friend was in a relationship, like, okay, say you like your friend. Yeah, they're in a relationship. Oh, favor, I need your help with advice. Okay, you give advice, boom. And then they get out the relationship. Like, do you, like, wait a little and then, like, shoot your shot? Or, like...
Oh, I wouldn't shoot my shot. Yeah, I'm the problem too, girl. Like, I'm saying people do this. I be doing it too.
Do this whole time.
I be doing it too. You know? I don't know though, because for me, it's just like, why am I shooting my shot? I feel like my actions in being your good friend is enough shot to be shot. It's enough. You know? To put that ball into the basket.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like, you call, I'm there. You know, what else do you need? What else do you need to know? Like, what else do you want? What more do you want?
Have you ever had a crush on one of your friends?
Ooh. Anyways, have I? Well, then I gotta think about this one. Have I? And who?
Have you?
Well, no, that wasn't the question.
Ooh.
Have I? I think I wouldn't say crush, but at some point, right? I found a friend attractive before.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Let me keep it there. Have you?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah.
It's very easy though because it's just like they be there.
You know, y'all be yapping. You're like,
imagine this though.
Oh,
imagine said friend, the man you pray for, the man you wish for.
Right.
That's him. Where they're busy knocking boots.
But they're I don't know what I would do.
No, like imagine said friend, you know.
Right.
They're gentle. You know, you want gentle. You want a gentleman, you know, you want someone that's gonna be there, you want someone that's you know? Said friend. All the men they're that one person, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you can't even go for it. Because that's your friend. Who wrote this rules?
Why not?
Like, who wrote this?
Why not
rules?
though?
What do you mean?
You can't even go for them. Why not?
Exactly. It's unspoken rules.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know?
no, don't date your friends. Or not.
Oh no, women and men can't be friends. Oh, they can.
Why not?
They can, right? Who knows? You're blocking your blessings.
That's the one.
So, but you can't be friends. Okay, how are you gonna get in a relationship for real?
That's the one. Women and men can't be friends. Well, how you gonna start something?
Exactly.
At some point, you gotta be friends.
Look at Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball. I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
You see, that's even the example. Shorty washed. She was there while Humble was knocking boots. About to be married too and everything. For how many years? You know? Mm-hmm. For years. Since youngin, she had a crush on this boy. But unspoken room, that's her friend. You know?
Can't date your friends.
You can't date your friends. You know? Whoever made that rule, thunder fire you. Thunder fire you. Because now you got this whole world, society. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thinking like, bro, like, everybody's blocking their blessings. That one friend, go and shoot your shots.
Why not?
Right.
If you like that, why not?
Go and shoot your shot. And then let me know. But if it doesn't work out, you saved yourself.
That's the one.
You saved yourself from the suffer. Because you're suffering, you know?
You're ruminating in that thought.
Yeah.
You know, what if?
It's whether you just know whether they like you. And then honestly, sometimes they might even like you back. You know, but obviously the unspoken rules. The unspoken rules, they're gonna be like, oh, but we're friends. But then after the friendship is over, then they're gonna be like, oh, you know, I actually did like you, but like, we were friends.
That actually...
It happened to you?
The person I was thinking about when you were like, oh, have you had a crush on one of your friends? I was like, yeah. And then at some point, I told him, not like as in like a shooting my shot way. I was like, oh, you know, like we were like having a conversation. I was like, I had a crush on you back in the day. He was like, you know, me too.
I'm telling you, they like you too.
Now.
Bro.
I was like, why didn't you say anything? Oh, you know, you intimidated. I almost crashed out of that day.
That's the thing too. Men nowadays, they don't
They're
want to
scared.
shoot their shots.
He's scared.
Wow, you scared. Lead. Learn to lead.
That's the one.
You are scared and you expect me to follow you. You expect me to be submissive. And you're scared. They want a submissive woman.
But they're the submissive ones.
Don't pull the trigger. We're just being honest. You know, the truth be hurting. That's what they said. But they're scared. Why are you scared?
What are you afraid
Just
of?
do it.
Just do it.
Even if they're in a relationship, do it. You never know. They could be suffering in that relationship. That's the one.
That's the one.
Hey,
that's the one.
Before you do anything, don't say favor come and send you. Before you do anything, make sure you pray about it.
That's the one.
Don't try to say, oh, favor, I did this, but then you didn't.
You told me to do this and then it didn't work out.
I beg, free will.
That's the one.
I give you advice. It's up to you to take it or
That's
not.
the one.
If you have a crush, not even a crush, if you love your friend, and of course you gotta love your friend, but if you love your friend, you have that eyes for him, my dear. You can't hide it. But honestly, men be clueless, so they wouldn't even know if you got the eyes for them or not. So,
do they though, or do they be playing clueless? Because that weaponized incompetence that men be, they mastered that thing, bro.
You know, I think they be having an idea, but they never fully know.
Yeah, fair.
You know,
like a woman would know.
Yeah, a woman knows, but a man, they would have an idea, but they would just be like, they push it off like, nah, you know what I mean? Because obviously they want us to say something,
right?
Like, but it's like they have an idea, like, but they just don't believe it. But I'm telling you, you can't hide it longer because there's gonna be somebody that catches you. They're gonna catch you. They're gonna catch you looking at them, you know, drooling. They're gonna catch you. Okay, so, right? One of my male friends, right?
Ooh, okay.
Huh? Oh, no.
Oh, I said, okay.
So, one of my male friends, right?
Right.
I caught a girl giving him the highs. And I told him about it.
Right.
I'm like, yo,
this one.
I think Shorty's feeling you. It's like, nah. I'm like, I'm telling you. Shorty is feeling you. You know? And at first it starts with the eyes. And then it starts with the getting close.
Getting close.
You know? It gets to like, you know, wanting to be around that person. Small. I'm like,
Y'all having conversations and the conversation turns into this.
Tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like low-key, I feel like I was born a flirt low-key because I be doing that, like.
That's the one. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know,
leaning it a little bit. The eyes, my fuck ass.
I mean, shoot. But, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, shorty is feeling you. Like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm okay. But guess what, though? Shorty was feeling him.
Did they get together?
I plead the fifth. But Shorty was feeling him. You know? That's none of my business.
Hey.
You know?
It is what it is between those.
My business is that I saw.
You saw.
And I told.
You told.
If I catch you, if I catch your eye, I'm going to tell.
I gotta close my eyes around paper. I don't know. I'm
going to tell. I'm going to be like, interesting.
I'm going to see them nose.
Mm-hmm. I even saw 2 people today.
Looking at each other?
They have eyes for each other.
Oh, it's not one-sided. They have eyes for each other.
They have eyes for each other. You know? And the boy knows that I know he has eyes for her.
But does she know that you have eyes for him?
Like
that she has eyes for him.
That
she know that you know.
No.
Oh, okay.
She don't know that I know that she has eyes for him. You know? Mm-hmm. But he knows that I know that he has eyes for her. You know? I saw them today. I saw them, you know, I keep keying. I said,
Kicking together.
You know? She's so happy.
Giggly.
She's so happy. But you know, people like to play games, Sha. So that one is none of my business, Sha. It's not like I'm friends with either one of them. But
that's fair.
If I catch you, I catch you. I'll make the whole storyline in my head.
Make the whole storyline.
Yes. There's somebody that I feel like has eyes for me. But he's in a shower.
Yeah, fair.
And he said it out loud too before.
Oh.
Well, he didn't really say it out loud. He just said like, he just can't be trusted.
At least he's self-aware.
But that's the thing though, guys. Honest men, when they're honest, sometimes I'm just like, wow.
That's the problem too. That's the problem too. When they're honest, I'm like,
it's like you're telling me not to go for you.
That makes me want. Yeah, that's the
because
problem.
You're so wow.
That's the one.
Because I love honesty. One thing I love is when they're just honest. That's the just word. Say it how it is.
I respect honesty.
Because it makes me want to just like, wow, I want to know more. Let me try and change you a little bit.
That's the problem.
Let me teach you something. You know? Let me teach you about life. Why you shouldn't be this way for me. You know? They're just, wow. I'm just like, wow. You know, they're just talking. I'm like, it's scary. And the words that come out of the mouth, it's scary. It's crazy.
It is.
But it's just like, wow, you're so honest that you're just saying it because I'm fascinated.
Fair.
Tell me more. You're interesting. Because not a lot of people are honest. You know, people want to play the long game. People just want to play games. People just want to see how far they can get. You know, but they don't want to be honest. They think it's just going to be over like that. No. I'm telling you. Now I'm giving them, now I'm exposing myself.
Wow.
Now I'm telling them, just come to me.
Not just come. Yeah. Just let me, I'm
telling them, just be honest. You know, like, hey, please, respect yourself though.
That's the one.
Look at yourself in the mirror first.
Before you come to me, please.
Yeah. Respect yourself. Don't just do anyhow or whatever. Because I say I like honesty, it doesn't mean I'm going to like you.
That's the one. So, some people don't have self-respect.
Yeah, but him, it's just a crush though, I beg, please.
It's more than a crush.
More than a crush. Baby, what they keep on. Keep it up. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, here we got a crush, guys. Woo.
Yeah.
Me next?
It's not going nowhere though. I already know it's not going nowhere. He plays games.
Ooh.
You know.
Ooh. We don't like that.
Yeah, because why you not texting me? Or calling? Or saying how I am? what's going on.
It's been a minute since I've had I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a heart racing crush on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I need that soon.
Yeah. You know what I be loving? A work crush.
A work crush. Yo, it eats every time.
Like,
every time. Sorry.
Because I don't mind being in that place.
Yo,
bro. Like,
that's the one.
I be loving it.
Mm-hmm. Especially when your work crush is working the same shift.
Mm-hmm. You know, trying to. I can't talk to him.
What's so funny? Okay, this is like back in the day. Anyway, there's this guy I had a crush on in high school, and he had like moved from somewhere, a different city, moved to my school. Cool.
Oh, I love the new kids.
And then the next year he left.
I
said, where'd he go?
Right.
No social media, nothing. I said,
one.
wow.
Why are you hiding?
Boom. Was it? The year after that. Not 2 years. Like that year that I was like, where'd he go? Boom. I started working at Target. Works there.
Ooh.
He works there. We work the same shifts. We work the same days. Wow, Mom. I said, wow.
So what happened with that?
Nothing happened with that.
Did you guys talk?
Yeah, we talked.
Okay.
But like, it didn't go nowhere.
Bro, yeah, okay. So I had a work crush, right? Back in the day, right?
Right.
This was like what? This was like 2-3 years ago, or whatever. You know, I'm working at the mall. And then there's like a new manager.
Right.
You know, he's tall, he's dark skinned. He had like a birthmark and everything on his face. Like, you know, and the muscles and that. I said, wow. You know, I'm just like, dang, I'm like, what, 18, 19?
Right.
Or something like that.
Like manager status.
You know? Yeah. I was like, wow. I was excited. I was like, oh, I hope he's working today. I don't want to see the other managers. You know, I don't want to see the other managers.
It's just making you want to come into work, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was this one boy in high school.
Ooh.
We had the same, let me not say the class, but, but we had one class together.
Right.
Man, I had a crush on that boy. I don't know why. Like,
maybe the people you don't know why, you just like,
I just crush on that boy. Like, bad. Bro, it was bad.
For how long?
For like that whole school year, and then even after he graduated.
Oof.
I was like bad. I'm like, wow, where you going to school now?
Where you go to school now?
Bro, like, I had a crush on this man bad. You know? Like, I was like, dang, you ain't trying to shoot a shot? What's going on? Like, talk to me. I don't bite. You know, he was tall, dark skinned, and handsome.
We love that.
You know, he was smart.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh, one thing I love is an intelligent
That's
man.
the one. I like a nerd a little bit.
Yeah, like I love him smart. So teach me something. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I had the crush on this man that the field I'm in right now.
Yeah.
He put me on.
He put you on. He put you on to IT.
To technology.
You
know, he started a coding club. I joined that.
Did a coding club?
I don't care about no coding.
Now look, isn't that your job now?
Girl, I don't care about no coding either. But hey, I don't know. The coding class I'm in, only God can save me because it's looking critical. It's looking more than critical, you know. But the other stuff, I can do, you know. But yeah, I said, okay, bet, you know. My very first glasses, eyewear, tested and everything, right? The glasses I got, my free one, the free one that I could get, you know, the first one be free.
Right.
Why did I get one that looked like his? And it didn't even fit my face like that.
You had a crush on him that bad?
Bad, Karin.
No, girl.
Bad.
That's really bad. That's really bad.
Like,
No.
that's how bad it was.
That you even matched his glasses, matched the degree. Wow. Well.
Imagine. Yeah, I can't be having crushes. I don't know. I mean, I can't be having crushes. It's so bad. Cause my
you be crushing real hard on people.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like the stories, the daydreaming.
It becomes a little obsessive. Sometimes.
Yeah, like I can't be crushing on people. Like that's why I'd rather find somebody attractive than have a crush on them.
What's the difference? What do you think the difference is? Me, my lines are blurred on those aspects. Like, what's the difference between a crush?
I feel like me finding someone attractive is that, like, I acknowledge that God created somebody special.
Right. You look good.
Yeah, like, you look good. We look good together.
Right.
We'll go together, but, like, we don't gotta pursue anything, basically. Like, me finding you attractive, it's like, there's not much daydreaming.
Okay.
Or at all in there,
Okay.
I'm just like, okay, cool. If we're next to each other, a little extra hug here and there, But
a crush.
Yeah, but a crush, it plays with it's sentimental. A crush is like you're crushing. It's not even like you like this person, like you don't know this person like that, But you're crushing on them.
What's the difference between having a crush and liking someone? Or is that the same? I feel like liking someone...
It's not the same. I feel like liking someone is intentional.
Like you know them.
Yeah, like personally. You actually try to get to know them and stuff like that. A crush is something like that's kind of like away. Like it's just in the mind, because sometimes you get to know that person and it's just like,
That's fair.
Like why I
crush is icked out.
Yeah, I feel like with liking somebody, it's like you know a little bit about them first. Then it's like okay, like you can tell if you like this person or not.
That's fair.
Like you have like 1 or 2 conversation or whatever, and not just surface level conversation either. Like you have a conversation with them, and then you're just like, wow, like I think I like this person. Versus a crush, it just happens. You see a cute looking person at work, you have a crush on them. You don't even speak to them.
Yeah.
All you say is good money. You know what I mean?
Good money.
How's your day going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you just clocked in. Oh, you clocking out? That's it. It's all in the mind. Versus liking somebody, it's more intentional and stuff like that. So I would say that's the difference for me.
My lines are blurred. I don't know.
She said.
Bro,
she said if you make my heart beat a little bit,
I don't know if I find you attractive. I don't know if I have a crush. I don't know if I like you. I don't know. Like it's all three at this point. Boom.
Right.
I be having crushes sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, relationship be scary though. Yeah. And I'm not the problem either.
Never.
Ever.
It's never me.
Ever. It's y'all.
Every time.
Y'all Negroes. Y'all the problem. A white man?
A white man.
They be quick. I saw this TikTok, right? This dude is like, yeah, his white roommate came to him, right? He's like, oh, I need to talk to you. No, you're the only person I could talk to about this, right?
He's black.
Huh?
He's black.
Like what? The roommate?
Yeah.
So like the
guy,
guy,
the white roommate.
Yeah, the guy telling the story is black,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So his white roommate came to him, right? And Cool's like, oh, this girl I'm dating, right? Cool. It's like, but there's just one issue. It's just like her hair, It's like there's this smell that like it's just there. Like I don't know how to describe it, but the smell is just like it's just there, like you can't really stand. It's like whenever she comes next to her, that like it's just there, So the black guy went to go grab like this, I think like this like fake wig or whatever that they used for Halloween or something like that.
Does it smell like this?
Like he lit it up, right? And then the wine's like, yeah, that's the smell, And the black girl like, oh, okay, then that's easy, She just has a bad case of a wig, like,
Yeah.
So it's just the wig, Her wig is just like fried up, used old. It's like, yeah, it's like you've been dating her like for like a month or whatever, and that's the age she's at. So she's probably had that hair for longer than that, before you even met her,
Right.
Cool. Fine shorty, Cool, and then bet. And then a month later, or a couple weeks later, the white dude brings her to the crib, right?
Uh-oh.
And then he's like, oh, to his room, oh, this is my girlfriend. Right?
Right.
The black guy looked at the girl. Black woman. With a bust down.
Right.
30-inch wig on.
30-inch.
Lace nowhere to be found.
Right.
If you wants to,
You will.
you will.
You will.
He said, oh, the wig, I bet. Brand new wig on her head. Nails done and everything.
Soft wig, soft life. Bon.
Like, imagine, they're quick. Girlfriend within the next 3 weeks.
That's the one.
You know?
Why
do you think that it's hard for black men, you know, to just move,
right? To
do something. Why is it hard?
I don't know. To just like be in a relationship?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Like to pay attention, to actually like go after it, you know. To
the white men, they be on it. I'm not gonna lie.
Quick.
When they want something, they be quick.
Why is it that black men, right? It's like they say they want you, but they don't want to work. The
actions
for
are
it.
not.
The actions are not. You know, they're not connected.
Right.
It's not collaborating. It's the labo.
It's the labo. What?
Like a white man, it's gonna be quick. You know, like no time wasted.
Right.
Winging a finger within the year.
That's the one.
But black men,
yeah, I don't know.
It's like you guys want to do tough love.
Ooh, they love struggle love. They love
struggle love. 7 years you're with this person.
No ring.
Mind
you, y'all are grown.
But like, mind you, you're gonna have a kid within the next 3 years. No ring. What else? What are you figuring out?
Or they be baby's already in. Oh, exactly. You know we're still trying to. Y'all live together. Y'all got the kid. What's the problem? What more do you want? Like,
and why is it that a ring is more of a commitment than a kid?
Baby.
A Pekin. 18 years, you're stuck forever.
Forever, even.
At least with a ring, you can take it off.
You can take it off. You can go to the courthouse quick.
Like, why do you guys want that struggle love, that tough love so bad?
I don't know.
What are you accomplishing with that?
I don't know.
No, like seriously, because I'm tired.
But also, I feel like another problem is, like, a lot of people be sticking around for that struggle love. Like, it's been 7 years, and he hasn't proposed. Yes, he's the problem, but you also the problem, too. Why are you still there?
Why are you there?
Where's the self-respect?
My dear, like, what's going on? Wake up.
Wake up.
If it ain't going to happen now.
It's not going to happen, sis. I'm not going to lie to you. Especially if you're grown. Imagine that when they're grown. 7 years deep. You're what?
Girl, your ex is expiring.
Hey.
You know, with them, they can always...
That's the one. Men can be popping out babies till they're 75.
Like, but even to 90, Seth. Look at Abraham.
Yo, that about Abraham. Wow.
But why is it that black people, they want that struggle love, they want that tough love? I want to live a soft life.
Real bad.
You know, I don't want to be fighting you. Like, we can have, you know, arguments and stuff like that, but not to a point where it's just like bad. You know, like, I don't want to be struggling just to love you, just for you to love me. 7 years and you're not sure.
I mean, and you're not sure. You don't know by now.
You don't know, and
not to be knowing.
Maybe know exactly.
Men be knowing.
Men be knowing. And you're telling me you don't know. What else do you have to figure out? Figure it out when we're married. Go to therapy or something. Figure it out then.
Yo.
Like, and they be thinking they have to have it all figured out. You don't. You're never going to.
That's the one.
Nobody ever has it figured out. No matter what position they're in.
No matter what age.
Doesn't matter. There's always something to get figured out.
there's always something that could be better. You know, maybe you're struggling in an area. You can
Right.
always improve.
Right.
Even if you feel like you're doing well, you can still always improve.
Like, you guys really enjoy that tough struggle love in this day and age, the 21st century. You enjoy it. You want it. Like, that's how you know it's real. Because you're fighting.
That's the one.
No. And you're not even fighting for the love. You're fighting each other.
Fighting each other. Not even fighting the issue.
Right. You're not digging deep. You're not digging deep. You're not digging deep within yourself. You want to call out his issue, but what's your issue? You know, you want to say she's tripping, but you're not.
That's the one. Why is she tripping? What did you do?
Right. Why is she tripping? You don't want to you guys don't walk in each other's shoes. You don't want to see where the other person is coming from. That's the one. You don't want to understand each other. You don't want to understand your trauma. You don't want to understand yourself. So are you going to understand somebody else?
Right.
If you can't understand yourself or your trauma or your weaknesses or your strength or anything about you. Right? Wow. Because really, before you could even get into anything, you have to have that relationship with yourself.
Right.
You know, that's why I be like, you gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else. You know, because how's somebody gonna love you if you don't even know how you want to be loved?
Right. How's somebody gonna love you if they don't even know who to love? You don't even know who you are. How are they supposed to find out who you are?
Exactly.
You don't even know.
You start becoming the person that they want you to be, not even yourself.
That's the one. Like the people who like don't know who they are, whoever their partner want, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna just morph into that. You know what I mean? Whoever, and you like, when you don't know who you are, you kind of allow their actions to kind of create who you are, good or bad. Yeah. Like, it's scary. And then when the relationship isn't there anymore, now you're just like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna, like, this isn't me. Okay, what is you? You don't know. Right. You know what I mean? How are they supposed to know you don't know? Right. Like, you don't know yourself. You don't love yourself. Like, how do you expect somebody else to do it for you? They can't do it for you. Like, you're going to become somebody totally different. The next person you get into it, you're going to become the person that they want you to be, you know? Girl, boy, who are you? Stand up. Like, are you confident in saying that, oh, this is the person I am right now? Right. You know? And is that person going to be like what society is telling you are, what your family is telling you are, you know, what your situationship or your friend is telling you are, what your teachers is telling you are. Who are you on the inside? Right. So you're telling me you're telling me they'll call you a bum. You're saying, oh, I'm a bum. Are you mad? You're stupid. Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. Eh? Yeah, just I'm like slow. Are you slow? Yeah, are you slow because they said you are slow? Are you slow because you yourself know that you're slow? Do you think, like, right now, do you think you know yourself enough? Or, like, do you think you know who you are? I think I know myself to an extent. I would say, like, I'm definitely constantly changing. Yeah. So every time I have to keep learning about myself. Right. You know, but I feel like I have grown in the aspect of me being able to know where I'm at. You know, like, I'm able to, like, okay, read my emotions or whatever. You know, I'm able to, like, try to figure out where this is coming from. You know? So I would say, yeah, I know myself enough. To know what I want and what I don't want. That's the word. To know what I like and what I don't like. That's real. You know, you're not going to shove something in my face and be like, oh, you like this. Like, what? No. Like, that's like someone trying to feed you, like, your least favorite cake. Right. You know? And be like, oh, no, you're going to like it. But if you don't know yourself, you're going to be like, okay, sure, now you're going to force yourself to eat it. Like... And you're going to pretend you like it. And then over time, you're going to be like, yeah, I love this thing. You don't. Or, like, you're going to, like, overthink about it. Like, what if I do like it, though? Like, what if I was just, like... Yeah. You know, convinced that I don't like it? Like, exactly. Because honestly, it's like when you don't really... It's like one thing to know yourself, right? But when you don't stand on business, it's very easy for you to, like, swerve. You know?
it's very easy for you to swerve and just like not stand on business.
Right.
You know, it's very easy for you to compromise. You know, and not saying like compromisation isn't a bad thing, but it's bad if your values that you deeply believe in gets, you know, compromise. Like when it comes to money, right? We can compromise on that. You know, I pay this bill, you pay this bill, sure. You know what I mean? But there's just some things that you can't, like, at all. You gotta stand your ground.
Yeah, I hear you are.
Like, you can't let somebody tell you who you are. Because then if you look at all of these rappers too, right?
Ooh.
A lot of them, right? Like, they always talk about, oh, my teacher said I ain't never gonna make it. Now imagine they believe that.
Yeah.
Like they believe, oh, their teacher told them, oh, you're never gonna make it, you're a bum. Imagine they believe that. You know? Like they let their somebody tell them who they are and who they're gonna be. Right? Where are they gonna be? Are they gonna be that thing? But they know their self, they know their talent, they know who they are. So like they stood on business, you know, and look at them now. So yeah. That's my
making millions, making more than they are. Bon. Wow. How long has it been?
1 hour 20 minutes. Yeah, but it's gonna go down to like 110 or something like that because there's something. Anyway. Yeah. Scary. Would you date somebody like your father? I saw the TikTok that was sent to me. So, you gotta pick one. Marry a man like your father, or stay single for the rest of your life.
It depends on in what way though. It depends on in what way. Because like my dad is very traditional. So I feel like I would, because guys, I don't want to work. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to work.
But what about forget physical stuff?
Physical stuff.
What about mentally? Because that's what that's where the trouble be at.
Like, what do you mean?
Like the way they think, the way they act, you know? Like how do they deal with conflict?
Ooh,
and stuff like that, you know. Okay, cool, traditional is gonna bring the bread home. Cool, you know, all of that is cool.
Right.
But as women, we're very emotional when it comes to stuff, you know what I mean? Like, are they the type to like, oh, it's okay, like, come on, like, you know. Like, are they gonna be like, are they gonna talk? Are they gonna have a conversation about the issue? Or are they just gonna?
No, my dad be talking about things.
Okay,
we talk about things. In that aspect, yeah. How he talks about them. That's none of my business.
Honestly,
I don't even know.
I said pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. Got to your head. Whoa, pull the trigger. But
Just pull the trigger.
But honestly, I don't think so though.
Personally, I refuse.
Fair.
I refuse. God, I beg. Please. Your humble servants. God, I beg. Don't bring me a man like my father. God, I beg. Like, seriously, if I end up with a man like my father, guys, pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
Fast. Quick. Now. If I end up single, pull the trigger. Fast. Quick. Now. No, seriously, because I ain't gonna be stuck with myself. Another thing too is just like, not saying like obviously a man is gonna make me happy or whatever, but like I don't wanna be single. Like I'm not time getting with like different men or whatever, like at my big age. At my big age, 40 something, you're telling me no husband.
No husband.
Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
Fast.
For a long time, I didn't know if I wanted to be married.
Really? I've always wanted to get married.
I don't know. For a while, I was kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so used to being by myself. So I'm kind of just like, if somebody comes, if not, I don't really mind.
For me, I don't know. For me, I just want that person to just call at night when I come back from work.
That's so fair.
You know?
Think about that now. Like, yeah, that would be nice.
Like, it's just like, it's just, I mean, it's an option. It's just an option, you know. But I don't want to be that rich aunt forever. You know? Like, cool, but like, I want a family of my own too. I want like my house to be like filled up too as well. You know? So, yeah. I'm not trying to like, obviously, like, I could still be content at like 50 years old, but no husband, no kids, no love of my life.
Yeah, it's gonna be me and the love of my life. 75, we're gonna be laid up together still.
Pull the trigger. Fast. Quick. Now.
Like what?
No, seriously, like, you're telling me at 50-something, 60, 70, 80, who's gonna find me in my bed? God forbid.
That's the one, though. Especially,
you know?
Like, dying of old age, like
no kids, no nothing. Right. Who's gonna take care of me? Like, I can't do that. Not me.
Fair.
Please. But that's the scary part, though. I feel like it's very easy to end up with the wrong person.
That's the one.
Especially if it's something that you want. And I don't want that. I don't want to end up with this wrong person because I want to get married. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Do I end up with the wrong person or do I stay single?
No, I'd stay single. Every time. I choose singleness every time.
That's true.
Because I feel like ending up with the wrong person, I mean, you're not even living for real. Like,
you're just surviving.
It's just emotional turmoil for years. So, and especially if you bring kids into that,
Nah, that's the one thing, like, I've told myself, I cannot. That's the thing. That's another thing, too. You could be a good man. You could be a good husband. No, you could be a good man and be a bad husband.
That's true.
You could be a good husband and be a bad father. You could be a good man and be bad at both. But you could be bad and be an amazing father. You know, an amazing husband. Like, it just depends, to be honest. Just because somebody's good, you know, just because they have a good character doesn't mean, like,
they'll be good to you.
Like, it doesn't mean they're going to treat your kids with respect. You know, it doesn't mean that they're not going to abuse you emotionally and physically. Or physically either. You know, let me not say and because two is too much. One or the other, please.
Not one or the other.
Not at all. Not at all.
God forbid.
But, you know, like, they could be good, you know, especially in the public eye. But in the inside,
that's the one.
Inside the house, you know, imagine women are telling you, wow, your husband is amazing, you know? Why he's so good for the kids.
When you're getting abused.
You know? And you're just like, yeah. And then you go in the house, pull the trigger. Fast. Quick. Now. Wow. Because what? That's not the life I envisioned for myself. I know that's not the life God himself had for me.
Amen.
You know? So yeah, and another thing too, the God-fearing men. Or the God-fearing men. The one that say they are God-fearing, but they are not acting God-fearing.
That's the one. A lot of people don't fear God for real.
Like, I don't know. I feel like even the men at church...
Bro, that's the thing I feel like with our generation. Like, I feel like before it was like the men at church were the men at church. You know what I mean? Like, they were devoted to God. And now it's like everybody's everybody. The man on the streets and the men in the church are the same people. The man at the function at 4 a.m. is the one on the stage at the church.
Everybody, they're all the same. Mirrored. You know what I mean? It's all crazy. And sometimes even the ones outside are acting better.
That's the one.
Than the church.
Yeah.
Than the men of
the church
God.
boys.
You know,
they're the worst.
It's like you're safer with the outsiders.
And that hurts my heart a little bit.
You know, right?
Cause like not you too.
Cause like what really makes you a man of God? Because you say you're a man of God because you read your Bible and pray 10 times a day. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it means something, but like
but
is
like,
it?
how are you behaving outside of that?
Yeah.
Like, yes, you're in church 3 times a week. Okay, the other 4 days of the week, where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
When you're talking to people, how are you speaking to people?
Right.
When you're supposed to be leading people, how are you leading? Are you leading? You know?
Yeah, I can't stand people who are rude for no reason.
I don't like that at all.
Like, you're telling me public people, you see them just beneath you. What? That's ugly. Like, that's ugly. I don't care if you're the prettiest or the most handsome, whatever. Like, it's very ugly. Like, you lose aura, you lose points, you lose everything. Like, you're not even pretty anymore.
Hey, that's the one.
Like, it's ugly.
Can really be,
yeah. Like, how do they treat people outside?
That's the one.
You know? And do they treat them with respect? Do they tell, like, the waiter, like, do they, like, treat the waiter rudely? Because they work at a fast food place, do they, like, just, like, take, like, well, you buying that fast food, you buying it? You know what I mean? Like, how do they treat them? Right. Do they treat them with respect?
A lot of people don't know what respect is.
Exactly.
They don't know how to treat
like, would they keep, like, on the door
for the person behind them?
Yeah. You know, the little things matter.
Yeah.
Like, people look past that.
Yeah.
A lot.
100%.
Like, the little things matter. Like, you're telling me somebody just out of nowhere, they just talk to somebody rude and you're just gonna be a key. You're not gonna find it weird?
No.
You're not gonna find it weird?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if your mother worked at that place,
right,
it's gonna do the same.
Like that.
Exactly. We all start somewhere.
Right.
You know? I feel like a lot of people, they haven't gotten that, like, those type of jobs before, especially like when you're young and stuff like that. Yeah. It's like they don't see why you have to respect these people. You know what I mean? They don't see the work or whatever, so they just like easy to be rude to them and things like that. So it's just like sometimes it's very easy to be rude to people if you haven't really experienced it. But even then, like, are you not human?
Right. The golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. A lot of people be treating other people really bad. If you want to be treated bad, just say that. I don't know.
Sure, I'll beat you up.
Beat you up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in.
But thank y'all for tuning in to the Chit Chat Show and for tuning in, and thank you, Karin, for being here. Love it.
Stop.
You know, this is fun. This is nice.
We got to do this again.
We got to. And we'll bring the whole setup and everything.
You gotta post the next episode. Okay, I'll be on the episode 3 episodes from now. So see me again.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We really had nothing planned. We're just yapping for real. Like we yap on a regular day-to-day being together without the cameras, without the light, without the microwave.
We're literally yapping before this.
Literally.
Yapping right now. We might be yapping after this too.
That's the one, to be honest. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, they never do it though, but it's okay.
That's the problem.
It's like, I don't know why I keep saying it. Like, do whatever you want at this point.
At some point, somebody will.
But you know, if you liked it, like, I'm not forcing you, but you know, it'd be nice to like it. But like, comment, subscribe, follow the pod. Like, it's on Spotify, Apple Pod, and YouTube. So go check it out.
Don't forget to follow the Instagram too.
Right, and the Instagram too. And don't forget to go check her.
You gonna tag me?
Her YouTube. It's gonna be in the description below. we gotta make her get back. You know,
I gotta get back.
Gotta revive her.
That's the word.
Clear. Oh. But yeah,
Clear.
we're not serious.
That's the problem. We're not serious.
We're so not serious.
Okay.
But thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. If you would like to be on an episode,
How do they get on here?
just DM me.
DM on Instagram.
Yeah. And let me know what you want to talk about too. I can be coming up with topics every time. Like, help a sister
Help
out.
a sister out.
Like,
I don't know what you want to see.
Yeah, like, help a
Let us
sister
know.
out.
Mhm.
Like, shoot. Got me messed up.
Mm.
But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been real. It's been nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And yeah.
I guess I'll see y'all when I see y'all. I don't know. What's that gonna be? You gotta let Karin know. You don't wanna have me back? You gotta let Karin know.
Right.
Let her
Y'all
know.
want to be on here?
You gotta let Karin know.
Right.
Flame, you gotta let her know.
Right. Exactly. If y'all tired of hearing me just yap by myself,
Boom.
I don't know about that, but just still like it. You know?
I still like it. You have no choice. Okay.
So that's the
Sure.
one. Like,
Sure.
I'm still gonna yap regardless. So
Period.
you gonna see me.
Come on.
So, but yeah. Okay, that's it now.